I think we've made huge strides in transplants over the last several years. Nowadays, you shouldn't be able to tell someone how to transplant unless it's a bad one.
Well, yeah, we see that a lot.
And basically with transplants, all we're doing is taking hair that grows on the side of the back of the scalp that is permanent and planting it on the top. Well, the problem is it's a fixed bank. This is what we call the donor bank. And when the last thing you want to do is waste. Well, the two most recent innovations address this issue, and that's transplanting the hair how it naturally grows in natural hair groupings. And two, with the aid of the stereoscopic microscope, we can do this without wasting.
Hair grows in groups?
Yeah, what I mean by natural hair groupings, if I magnified anyone's scalp, we would see hairs that don't just come out singly one by one, but actually come in groups of anywhere from 1 to 4 hairs. So that's how nature's put it. And so it's logical to transplant it like that. And there's a lot of doctors out there that are taking, let's say, a natural hair grouping of 3 hairs and separated it into 3 single hair micrographs. Well, that's illogical. And a study that was published in the Journal of Dermatologic Surgery showed the quality and the quantity of hair drastically was affected by separating them.
Well, now we had a picture of just a moment ago of a before and after shot. I don't know if you saw that. But
no, I did not.
You really could not see. Sometimes you see, there's a picture again, people
Yes.
who are getting some transplants, and you see those thick
Yes.
plugs, and it's rather obvious what's happened. But this does seem to be...
Right. This is a patient, the before picture is a picture from 1992. He had, from one of the bigger clinics, the bigger plugs put in the frontal hairline. And so this was more of a corrective surgery where we just sprinkled in the natural hair groupings in front of the bigger plugs and to hide that pluggy look.
You're talking about microscopes and things like that. This is a much longer, more involved, more expensive style of surgery?
It is definitely more extensive because it's to use a microscope, it slows down the process probably by about a half hour. But when you look at technology, you should always say, what is best for the patient? And this is best for the patient. The stereoscopic microscope enables us to see each and every natural hair grouping as it grows so we can dissect between them without damaging the surrounding hair. Just a few years ago, and a lot of doctors still do this, is use the naked eye or low magnification to dissect out, and you traumatize the surrounding hair. And so about 2 years ago, we switched over to the stereoscopic microscope, and our yield from a similar size strep has increased by 20%. And so it really addresses the issue of not wasting a person's hair bank.
Right. We're going to put your phone number up right there. It's 877-HAIR-DOC. But what's an average transplant costing?
Transplants range anywhere from $4,000 to $12,000. Dr. Corbett and myself, we do a lot of corrective surgery, and obviously that's more expensive. But the average is the quote I gave you.
And you're not going to stick around and style it like later on, right?
No, that's someone else's job.
Oh.
For $12,000, you ought to get a hairstyle.
Hairspray or something? I don't know.
Well, maybe I'll work on that. I'll talk to my colleague and see if we can fit that in.
Thank you. It sure looks great. Thanks.
Yeah, the hair doc. Give him a call. Thanks.